Hey, today we are talking about freelancing, I guess. How do you freelance, Tomasz? How do I get into freelancing? What is it all about? So, from my perspective, I've been freelancing a few times already, and it's been an amazing trip. Why? It allows you to have freedom of choice who you'd like to work with, who you naturally gravitate towards, which style is the closest to you, which style comes to you the most natural, which org within which agency is the best for you. So you have this opportunity to go and sample literally different shops, as we call them, right? But it all starts with preparation, because as everything else, it has to be planned if you'd like it to work. So think about, if you're going into freelancing, the best is, in my opinion, to go to freelance work once you have certain experience behind you. You know how different agencies operate, how they access stock images, do they have a servers, how the naming conventions go, what are the templates, which creative directors you prefer to work with, or which clients do you prefer to work with, right? So I would recommend work full-time first somewhere to see how it works, literally. Learn from it, and then if you're made for full-time work, stay. And I will tell you why. Freelance, as amazing as it sounds, it's very draining. It does not guarantee you work. So in this regard, certain people may not enjoy freelancing because there is no next week is uncertain. If you sort of dig it, then it's okay. If you're not secure with something like this, if you have a kids or I don't know, whatever your situation may be, freelance may not be the best way, because there are dry weeks and there are amazing weeks. You know, when it rains, it pours. It happens pretty much. So I would recommend starting with working at the agency, where you will learn how to work in a group, literally, how to access certain things and how to think about certain ways, right? About campaigns and 360s or branding or you name it, right? And then from there, I would start freelancing. And for that, of course, you have to have your own equipment. The faster, the beefier, the better, because you will need a lot of space. You will need fast computer for rendering. You don't want to render like for 6 weeks in a row. You want this to be quick so you can iterate, right? So investment, I'll put investment in your own personal computer. Is it iMac Pro or is it Mac Pro? Or if you're on a PC, just spend money and invest in this computer. I'm pretty much sure if you're dedicated and talented and prepared for this, this computer will make money for itself, right? So computer, software. Luckily now we have subscriptions. So Adobe, Max on Cinema, or ZBrush, you can subscribe it month by month. So if you don't need ZBrush this week or this month, you don't have to own it, which is amazing. It makes things simpler and cheaper, of course, right? So computer, software, stock images. If you ever need, I don't know, there are so many different places where you can get stock images, but Shutterstock.com, for example, you pay one flat rate for images. That enhances your ideas for projects in a way, right? Execution. Is it the clouds? Is it dust? Is it smoke? Or you name it, right? You get it from the stock imagery. So it's worth to have it, and it's worth paying for this. For legal reasons as well. If you use images that you don't have a rights to, you may get in trouble. So think about it as well. Same with fonts, right? Think about purchasing fonts, a group of fonts, a library of fonts for your projects. They have a different character. Ones are for comedy, ones are for horror, for something elaborate or something really delicate. So think about it this way. Have it ready. If you're a student, I bet you can get discount rates from through your school for stuff like this. And then there is other part of freelancing. You have computer, you have software. Of course, you have way of thinking, right? Because you read all the books and you learn about it, so you're ready. Then contacts. You need contacts. So the easiest way would be through friends or acquaintances. Look online for agencies. Please send email. Offer your services. Have a portfolio ready. Clean, legible portfolio. Easily understandable portfolio. No submenus. Nothing crazy. The simpler, the better. Give the people opportunity to know you as quick as they can. So as I was saying in my previous video, have a PDF or have a link to your website or Wix website or WordPress or whatever it is to show what you're about to, right? And then there are a few other aspects of freelancing that freelancers often don't think. For example, QuickBook. How do I organize my invoices and stuff like this, right? Think about it too. You may hire somebody to do it for you, or you may get software like QuickBook and input it for tax reasons, pretty easily. Think about it as well. That's about like $50 a month, right? I forgot. Sorry, one thing I forgot. Tablet. Do not draw with mouse, please. Just don't do this. Just get a tablet, Wacom or something, and your life will be guaranteed easier. Please trust me on this. Okay, I was on QuickBooks. Then rate card, something very, very important. Every time you go somewhere, you'll be asked for your hourly or weekly or daily rate, right? Think about it before you join somewhere, right? Create a PDF with your rate card that this is my daily, this is my weekly, this is my discounted offer, right? If you hire me for 2 or 3 weeks, I'll charge you less than hourly or something like this. So that will be a benefit for a person to keep you for a week or so, or 2, even longer, also called permalance, right? So think about this. Think about calendar and the clock, because if you're late, you'll never get another chance. So think about it as part of freelancing culture, that you're there on time and you're done on time. If you fail, the possibilities of next freelance are getting slightly lower, right? So think about it as well too. So if this is your transportation or your planning, think about it to be there on time and participate. Participation means being open to work with other people. You work with the groups. You have challenges of new places to read literally how they think about creative process and what's expected, what's their taste. So talk with as many people as you can to get this from them, right? How do you design? How long does this take? How would you like me to approach this problem? Would you like me to collaborate with somebody else? Don't just sit there and do your thing. This is very narrowing perspective. If you were to talk to people, then you're part of the group and it feels like it, and you design like a part of the group, and it will be way easier if you talk to people, right? Work on your presentation skills. Work on your explanation of your thought process, right? You'll be asked to explain why you were coming up with these certain ideas. So learn how to explain this and be like really honest about it, and enjoy it. Literally, it is a great thing to do. You are your own boss. I would recommend to own also your one-person LLC if possible. That's for security, for any lawsuits and things. You can also sub-hire illustrators or whoever you need to sub-hire. It's always the best to have one-person LLC. Then you can grow. And who knows, maybe this will become your company, right? You have more projects, you hire one person, second, third. I've been there twice. So it works pretty well, and it's a lot of fun. Unfortunately for me, I don't know how to do QuickBooks and all this, so I had to hire somebody. But this is in a nutshell how freelancing works. There are certain thoughts on freelancing being easier than full-time job. I don't think that is easier. It's more convenient sometimes, but it's never easier as a full-time job. For example, planning a vacation is never easy as a freelancer, because you never know if the job is coming or not, and it's hard to plan. And what I've learned is that on your vacation, you have to plan what's literally after the vacation, right? Because if you don't, if you take 2 weeks off, and you won't tell anybody, you won't be assigned to any jobs in the near future. So your vacation will be a month, if not month and a half. And there goes your cha-ching. You didn't plan for your vacation, right? So there are traps of being a freelancer, but if you play it right, it's an amazing thing, literally. You can travel almost whenever you want to. You can take as much time as possible as whenever you have money for your, day-to-day operations. And I think now you're free to work from anywhere, which is amazing. Is it a lake? Is it your parents' house? Is it, I don't know, city in Europe? So the opportunities are amazing right now with the internet and stuff. What else? This is it, I guess. I hope I got the gist of it. Yeah, enjoy freelancing. Bye.